Smile for me, my Diane. I'm in heaven when I see
Meet Dec Kluski!
Oh, I'm getting to love that. I'm getting to love that. Tell me, you can still see me. That's right. Oh, that's a better view now. Now I can see myself. There's only a little thumbnail. That's fine. So, what have we got for you this week? Month. It's good stuff this month. Good stuff. I always check it the night before, and it really, really looks good. Really looks good. I get a bit excited when I see this stuff that's going to come on Sunday. What they got up to in January? Big January for me because it's Burns Night. And wait till you see what I got up to Burns Night, the 25th of January. Then we've got Dublin Can Be Heaven, which is Con's favourite song of that ilk, a little fiddly diddly, just singing along with the ukulele. That was good. And then we got the old video diaries, which everybody seems to love. And it's 2019 this time, and it's part 2. It's very, very interesting. Them and the birthdays, of course. And that's going to be funny because I'm in my recording studio at the moment. So my assistant who does all the magic, I don't know how she's going to get past because she has to come from there behind me, I suppose. We'll see how we get on. Then we've got Beautiful People, which is the great song I wrote with Sue Quinn. People seem to love that. I like it very much. And then I personally think probably the best video we ever did.
All right, Terry.
Which is Con saying that's I see. We didn't mute everybody. We'll do that in a second. Everybody hurts then. And then I've got the new one for you, which is Wild Mountain Thyme. Linda's gonna like this, the Scottish people, and Linda's gonna love what I did for Burns Night. But could we do the almighty mute? Shall I call it that this time? The almighty mute. John, would you like to do the almighty mute? And then we can mute all. And look, everybody's unmuted. My goodness. On you go, John. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, everybody, stand by. 1, 2, 3. Let's have an almighty mute.
And then we have to, and it's real silence now because this is my studio. And as John Leyland will know, the acoustics here are quite stunning. So it's dead. Look, listen to that. There's no echo whatsoever. I love this studio. I love this studio. So there we are. Let's see what we got up to. What did you get up to, John Hutchinson? I heard you chatting in the thing, but what did you get up to last month?
In January, not very much, really. I mean, I don't get out a lot these days, so I can't get up to much. But, it passed by anyway. That's all I can say. It did seem like a long month, though. It seemed like there was about 6 weeks in January to me.
Yeah?
So, so I didn't get up to much, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's okay. So listen, I'll show you what I got up to. And for Scottish people, especially Linda Wood, you're going to be a little bit shocked by this. Here we go.
How many people were lucky enough last night on the 1st of February to see this sight? I was shopping down the village. Now that's the BBC version of it, which is a little bit clearer, but isn't it amazing that we, the punters, the public, could take photographs like this of the moon, the crescent moon, and Venus?
When I came over to this country, to the UK, I spent a lot of time in Scotland. Don't know why. It's a great bed of show business, really. The main place I seemed to be was around Dumfries, and Dumfries is very famous for being the birthplace of the Bard. Now, for those of you overseas, you probably have no idea whatsoever what I'm talking about when I say the Bard. The Bard is Robbie Burns. Robbie Burns. Look him up on Google. The national poet of Scotland, has been since the 1600s. He was born in Dumfries. I was extremely lucky that I was brought along by the Houlihan family to what was called the Hole in the Wall, a club, a Robbie Burns club. And every 25th of January, that's Burns Day, 25th of January, they would celebrate the life of Robbie Burns. In fact, all over Scotland, it's a national holiday, and they celebrate the life of Robbie Burns. They present his poems, books. I didn't bring it in, but I have got an ancient book of Robbie Burns' poems. It's all written in ancient Scottish. Very hard to understand, but you will get the gist of it when I do my little bit. The bit I'm going to do is the toast to the haggis. If you don't know what the haggis is, you have to dress like a Scot. You have to put on a tam o' shanter hat. That's a tam o' shanter hat. Look it up on Google. This is a haggis. It's made of all the disgusting bits of sheep and of cattle. The bits we don't eat, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the heart, the liver, all the terrible bits. And they scrunch it all up and they mix it up with herbs and with spices and breadcrumbs. And then they put it in, if I bring it closer you'll see, they put it in the sheep's stomach. They boil it with taties, which are potatoes, and neeps, which are swedes, and they eat it. The toast I'm going to give is a toast. It will be the toast to the haggis now with an empty glass because I have spilt the glass. Listen carefully. This may be hard to understand. Fair fra your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the Ponderes. A bin the mal, you tak your place, pants, tripe, or therm. We'll all grace as lang as my arm. Ha! And the toast is the haggis.
So I enjoyed doing that, and I've had haggis now 5 times. Linda, did you like that? Go on.
Your pronunciations weren't quite right. Let's put it that way.
Do you know it? Do you know
And I'm
it?
being a bit diplomatic about it. It's tatties and neeps. Tatties and neeps.
Yeah.
And what you were wearing actually was a CU Jimmy, not a proper tam o' shanter.
Really?
Yeah, because it had side pieces on it, and there was I can't remember the guy's name just now, but it was one of the comedians that did quite a lot of television, and it was CU Jimmy, you know. So that really wasn't the proper thing to wear.
Well, it was the only thing, Linda, the only thing I could get on the net, really. And they sold that to me as a tam o' shanter.
Well,
yeah.
they had you on, Dick. They had you
Oh,
on.
I know. But listen, it cost me £4.
Oh, well.
I think we're shipped all the way from China.
Yeah, it was Russ Abbott was the comedian's name.
Ross Abbott, yeah.
Remember him?
Yes, very
Yeah,
good
well,
friend. Good friend.
He used to do quite a lot of kind of Scottish comedy stuff, and he always wore the "See You Jimmy" hat.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. See you, Jimmy. There was a bit of hair, red
That's
hair
right.
on the
Yeah. Well, that's the connection there. That's why I know it's him, and it's definitely not the proper thing to wear. No.
Good Lord, yeah. But I'm very, very fond of anything to do with Burns. I've got look. There's my Burns book, and I read it all the time. And I really do love it. I really do genuinely love it. And the people in Scotland that maybe it's changed, I'm talking about 50, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, they were wonderful people. And everybody I went to see, they'd give you a drink, a dram, a wee dram, and then they'd say, do you fancy a little, shall we walk out with the dog? And I knew exactly what they meant. They meant get a shotgun. They'd give you a shotgun, and you'd walk out with a fabulous gun dog, and you go out on the bracken and all that, and the burn. Oh, it was wonderful.
I don't know where you've been staying then, but it's certainly not in Glasgow or Edinburgh.
Oh no, always up around Dumfries, Glencapel, those places.
So no further north than that.
Oh yes, and further north, Carnoustie as well, up that way.
Carnoustie, yeah, right.
But a wonderful way of life, and then of course they all went fishing at the weekend. It was an amazing way of life. The way life should be led. It worked hard during the week, of course they did, professional people. But it just amazed me the way they'd all get the gun and walk out. And, well, they probably wouldn't shoot anything.
No.
But it was just, and I, for years and years, when my kids were growing up, I did the same. And I'd bring the kids out shooting. And of course, the odd time, then there'd be a rabbit and whatever. But I'd always eat them, But they thought it was so cruel. They thought it was so cold, Daddy. Oh, no. But shall we get on? And the next thing, I'm going to share this, and this is a lovely song about Dublin, where Con and I were born, obviously, and we grew up with this song. And Con said, "Oh, let's do it and we did it on Zoom, the early days of Zoom. So it's all recorded live, and there's Con and there's me. Just have a look at this. You're going to love it."
In Dublin on a sunny summer morning, I've been north and I've been south and I've been east and west. I've been just a rolling stone. Yet there's one place on this earth I've always liked the best. Just a little town I call my own. For Dublin can be heaven, with coffee at 11 and a stroll in Stephen's Green. No need to hurry, no need to worry. You're a king, the lady's a queen. Grafton Street's a wonderland. There's magic in the air. There's diamonds in the lady's eyes and gold dust in her hair. And if you don't believe me, come and meet me there in Dublin on a sunny summer morning. I've been here, I've been there, and saw the rainbow's end, but no crock of gold I've found. Now I know that come what will, whatever fate may send, here my roots are deep in friendly ground. For Dublin can be heaven, with coffee at 11 and a stroll in Stephen's Green. There's no need to hurry, no need to worry. You're a king and the lady's a queen. Grafton Street's a wonderland. There's magic in the air. There's diamonds in the lady's eyes and gold dust in her hair. And if you don't believe me, come and meet me there in Dublin on a sunny summer morning. Grafton Street's a wonderland. There's magic in the air. There's diamonds in the lady's eyes and gold dust in her hair. And if you don't believe me, come and meet me there in Dublin on a sunny summer morning.
Oh, look at that. Let me see. I'm taking a risk now doing this, but look at that applause. Con, they loved you. They loved you. They loved you. That was terrific. Thank you very much. And I'll put it back to speaker view. I just hope all of this is going to. I know exactly why I can't see myself on the screen. I had to load a new version of Zoom onto the Mac computer, the Big Mac, I call it, in my studio. And there's a setting on it that says you can't see yourself. I know how to fix that. So I'll fix that for next month. That's lovely. So, Chris, what did you think of that? Hey, you've been to Dublin many times, haven't you, Chris? You love Dublin, in fact.
So, yes, I love Dublin, been many times, as you say, Dec, and listening to all the place names in that song brought back all sorts of memories.
Yeah.
And, it's a song I've not heard for many a long year, but thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. But let's get on now. And we have the video diaries. I personally love this because it gives us a little chance to see what everything was doing before COVID, and times were different, you know. Times were different. And there is Bailey's, my favourite shop. No, I would say my second favourite shop. First favourite is El Cortes Iglesias in Portobello's. Well, everything they have here you want to buy. Lovely stuff in the window. But it's when you go inside, the colours. Look at the colours. Look at the colours. Look at the colours. You just have to buy them. Look at those amazing colours. Oh dear. And that's what I'd like to see. 4:30 in the afternoon, 4:36, and the temperature is 30 degrees. That will do nicely, thank you very much. I think I could live here forever. Every time I try to live here, all goes wrong. Police love whistles here. They love whistles. There's one there, and there's another policeman up the road, and they love it. I think it's so funny. It's so old-fashioned. They love whistles. The police whistling away. Oh, he's going quiet now. And he's waiting now. I'm watching him. Now this is one of the finest hotels in the world. The Kempinski Hotel. I love it to death. Love it. They serve the best. A little bit windy today, by the way. Serve the best gin martini in the world. And I'm not drinking at the moment. I'm hardly drinking at all, so I'm not going to have one. But I'm going to have an excellent ice cream by the pool. While I'm here, oh, windy. I'll show you around a bit. But it's some hotel. Some hotel. I always promised myself I'll stay here sometime, and I will. This is really par excellence. It's the size of the whole thing. Well, this is walking out. Isn't that something? It's I think they've got 8 swimming pools, all going down to the beach. It's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Now, where can I get an ice cream around here, I wonder? And that, believe it or not, is the Convincingly Hotel. It's probably my favourite posh hotel in the world. The view from the beach, isn't that delightful? Now that's what you call. There's Gibraltar way in it. Distance where. Beautiful. Now, this is just me. Oysters. The Tabasco. And with a special red wine vinaigrette, which I've just had. I've had one and it's gorgeous. I love oysters. Gorgeous. There she is. Let's get her out. And this is the famous Porto Banús. Yachts, 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 yachts. As far as you can see, the biggest yachts in the world, I suppose. And we're having a lovely time walking along. We're going to go to Sinatra's, the famous Sinatra's. You can only see that in Porto Banús. Nice open Ferrari, very ancient. And the boats are just getting bigger and bigger, the yachts. Bigger and bigger and bigger. But we are going to where we've always gone for, 40, nearly 50 years. Sinatra's Bar, on the end here. The famous Sinatra's Bar. As I say, we've been coming here for 40 years, 50 years. Well, you do see some cars down here in Porto Banús. Now look at that. What is it, I want to know. It's, I don't know what it is. What is it? Oh, big sign on it. Please do not touch. Please do not touch. That is some car. Is it a Lamborghini? Don't know. I think it's an I don't know. Ah! Gotta have an ice cream. Got to have it. You know me for ice cream. Gotta have an ice cream. Here we go. Ice cream, here we go. And now, I'm a happy man. Because, now look at that ice cream. Isn't that something? There we go. This is me and ice cream. Oh, that is beautiful. Lovely. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Isn't that something else? And my favourite shoe shop, which is beside the Crepes, which I'll be going to in a couple of nights' time, is now Hermes. Isn't that a nuisance? Well, I think Victoria would like them. And the black ones. Around. All the black ones with the gold. All the white ones with black. All the silver with black. Haven't had a gin and tonic for about 6 months. No, more than that, about a year, I think. But I think I'm going to enjoy this sitting in the sun. Yes, I'll enjoy it. That is the nicest gin and tonic I've ever had in my life. That is wonderful, wonderful. Little nuts. Gorgeous. Estepona Port. Now if you want a belt,
Yeah, have a look.
they've got millions and millions of belts. Millions of belts. You want wallets? Millions of wallets. Hats? Millions of hats. Millions of hats.
How much? 15. Okay. Do I want that one? Is that a man?
Oh, the other one's nicer. The other one's better.
This one?
Yeah. €15. Now, will she bargain? Will she bargain? Now, here comes the bargaining. Look, there's a mark on it, he says. She says. No, he's got another one. He's got loads of them down there. There we are, he's looking, examining it, make sure there's no marks. Get another one. And now comes the bargaining. Oh, look at that. Watches, watches, watches. Thousands of watches. Thousands of watches. All Gucci, look. Dolce & Gabbana. He got everything here. And the hat, €20 anywhere else. Got it for 15.
Gracias.
Buy you buy for
Tell
your
me, darling.
wife or
You like?
daughter.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
En español.
For the three, how
Compra una
much
para
will
tu
you
hija.
charge? For the
So,
three? I want a deal.
The master
50,
negotiation.
Increíble, increíble.
Sorry?
25, more 30, 16.
16
Okay,
for the three. 16. Okay, gracias.
we got a bargain.
Fantastic.
And I got this one. I've got that one where it says DEC Numero Uno en Cucina. Numero Uno en Cucina. Who understands that? Philip Plusky. Do you understand? You understand Spanish, don't you? Numero Uno en Cucina.
Number one in the kitchen.
Ah! Did you ever go to? You used to go to Spain with your dad, didn't you?
I went once when I was 6.
Yeah.
And that's about all I can remember. Everyone went to Seville in 2011, but unfortunately I missed out because I was working in London at the time.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord, yeah. And how are you keeping? You're looking well today, Philip.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's nice to see you on the screen. You normally you keep your camera to yourself.
Well, because I'm zipping about making cups of tea, and I don't want to cause a distraction.
And I'm stuck here. And honestly, you would laugh today, Philip, because I'm in the studio on the Mac, and so it's all totally different. Because Microsoft, for some unknown reason, they just made life so difficult doing this sort of work, showing videos. They don't want you to store videos now anymore. They want you to stream everything. So what I'm doing, I'm playing them from the computer to the people on the screen, and they're just making life terrible. So I was up until all hours last night, and then I had to get up at 7:45 this morning to try and sort everything out. So I decided, and doing it on Mac computer is just a different world. So easy. It's so lovely. But let's get on, shall we? This next one is, Philip will know about this. I had a bash at managing a girl called Sue Quinn. She became Hedda, and she should have been a superstar, but unfortunately she didn't have the stuff that stars are made of, if that makes any sense. But I was listening to an album I produced for her at Pi. I produced a fantastic album for her, and unfortunately Pi went bankrupt a few weeks after it was finished, so it didn't get much publicity. But this is, and you are going to love this.
Beautiful people, beautiful city, dancing in Main Street, things so pretty. Who would have believed I'd have come this far? Rules and reasons, rhymes and seasons, younger girls must learn the hard way. Who would have believed it's so far from home?
Strong I am, I try to be. Love I give, but not easily.
But it's lonely here, and when strangers appear,
I just can't be alone, not anymore.
bright lights and lovers, sons and brothers, so much to see, so much to believe in. Strangers promise you anything when you're far from home.
Strong I am, I try to be. Love I give, but not easily.
But it's lonely here, and when strangers appear,
I just can't be alone, not anymore.
I always thought myself independent, so calm, so cool, unrepentant.
But shades of the past keep getting me down, and I can't hold on, and I can't let go.
But it's lonely here, and when strangers appear,
I just can't be alone, not anymore.
I have to ask Philip. Now, come on, Philip. What did you think? I can see everybody get bloody, but I have to ask Philip because I always do.
Yeah.
What did you think of that guitar playing?
It was very forward in the mix, if you want me to.
That was just for you. Just for you.
Yeah, it was splendid.
Yeah. No, I love that sort of playing. You know that. Yeah.
Pardon?
I love that sort of playing. It's very, very thoughtful and very worked out.
Wistful noodling, I call it. That's what I'd call it if I'd have put it down. It's like a wistful noodle, just sort of following the melody, like a Colavocci sort of thing.
Oh yes, that's lovely. Yeah, an interesting song that she wrote some amazing stuff, and that was in the days just when people with home studios were able to do multi-track harmonies. And it was Stuart Atkins actually gave her to me. She went to him, and he thought, well, I can't do anything, so he just literally gave her to me, and I couldn't believe it when I heard all the harmonies and stuff. It was quite amazing, and I sold the whole idea to Pi Records, and they didn't even meet her. They didn't even see a photograph. And I completed the whole album, and they never met her. Isn't that hilarious? I mean, how could you get away with that? It's
Well,
just,
before the days of the internet, because I mean,
yeah, I know.
that happened quite frequently now, but yeah, pretty much unheard of at the time. I was just a wee nipple, but I think I'm probably about five or six while you were up to that.
And the cake has arrived. Lynn, I hope you've got some birthdays for me.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have. Lovely.
Lorna Roberts will be celebrating her birthday on the 13th of February.
Yeah. And she's going to watch this on.
Yes,
on
she will
playback.
do.
I know
Yes,
that.
she
And
always
look at
does.
this. Look at this. That's my assistant.
Yeah, wonderful.
That's my assistant. She's not impressed. She's not impressed. But it's just Lorna, yeah?
Well, there's Oliver as well, isn't there? He's on the 16th.
The 16th of February.
16th of February.
Yeah. So, happy birthday to Lorna Roberts and Oliver Klusky, my favorite son. Happy birthday to you, Lorna Roberts and Oliver, my favorite son. Happy birthday to Lorna Roberts and Oliver, my favorite son. Happy birthday to you and many more. And now, I don't think we can do any magic, can we? We can't do any magic. Shall I blow it? Oh, will you blow it out, Sandy? Go on, go on. Say hello, say hello. They never see you. They never see you.
Looking good, Auntie Sunday.
There's Philip.
Looking good.
Hello, Philip.
Hello.
Thank you. There you go. Thank you. Oh, that was lovely. So let's get on. What have I got for you now? This is a hilarious bit of business that I was just messing about looking at stuff and I found this. And it's I'm going to release a DVD quite soon, and this was one of the bits from the DVD. I think it's very funny. It's me talking about my first attempt at having a girlfriend.
Was that my first girlfriend? My first girlfriend, yes. That was interesting because it wasn't a really girlfriend. And the first girl I ever took out, that would be better. We used to have in Ireland what we call dress dances, like the proms in the USA and freshers' dues, leavers' dues in this country. Well, we call them dress dances. And the idea was it was the first real dance you ever went to, and you had to hire a dicky bow and a dress suit. And I was lucky because we were performing on stage at this time. So I had loads of dressing stuff that I could wear. I had a white sport coat, I remember, and black trousers, and a red bow tie, I think it was, a carnation as well. Looked pretty good. The idea was that you brought not a girlfriend as such, but a very respectable person. And the person I chose was the daughter of my father, who used to work, my father's friend, who used to work with my father. Lived down the road from us. Very nice girl. I couldn't fancy her in a million years, but there we go. I hope she's not watching this. So the idea was that you had to buy a box of chocolates for the mother and a bouquet of flowers for the girl. And the family would invite all the neighbours in. It was a big occasion. I decided I needed to have the car really spotless, my mother's car. So I polished it and cleaned it, went underneath it even and sprayed all the underneath, cleaned all the dirt from underneath and everything, and then got myself together, had a wash and washed my hair, got the clothes on and went down. And everything was fine. We had a lovely night, terrific night, gave the flowers, gave the chocolates, and they thought I was lovely and all that. And I noticed people were looking at me a little bit oddly though, right through the night. And it was only when I got home and I got my clothes off and I was having a wash before going to bed that I looked in the mirror, and in my ears all the muck and the dirt and the dust and everything from where I was cleaning the car underneath. In the two ears, I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely mortified. I didn't know what to do with myself. Oh my goodness. I don't think I ever saw the girl again. I was so embarrassed, but what a stupid thing to do. I'd washed myself and everything, forgot the ears. What do we always say to children?
wash your ears, wash behind your ears. So that was my first girlfriend. Absolute madness, absolute madness. I actually get shivers every time I think of that. I can still see myself looking in the mirror and the inside of my ear were just black, totally black. Oh, crazy. Right.
Tell a story if you've got time.
Go on. I've always got time for you, Philip. You know that.
Well, as you may know, I'm pretty sure you know, Michael's birthday, my brother, is January the 20th.
Yeah.
And for his birthday, at the time, he got what was very cutting edge technology. It was a Gillette sensor, which had 3 blades on it for shaving. And the timing couldn't have been more, I don't know if you can call it serendipitous, because it certainly wasn't for him, but unfortunate, I guess. Carol, in that moment that he decided to go for a shave, said to me, I got some hubcaps for Christmas. Can you fit them to my car? So I did. And I went out, pulled off the old ones, tapped on the new ones. But as you know, brake dust, my hands were incredibly, black. Just at that moment, I'm about to wash my hands. Michael rushed into the kitchen, going to everyone, look how clean this shave is. It's amazing. And came straight up to me and went, feel it, like that. And I'm going, no, like that. And I didn't want to, I just said, no, I just need to wash my hands first. He went, no, honestly, feel it, no, like that. And he's getting angry. And I went, okay. And I went like that. Oh, it's lovely. And Bluto out of Popeye, I gave him a Bluto beard with brake dust. And then he looked in the mirror and he went, you little, anyway, sorry. I had to share that with you.
Bleep. Oh,
but you did ask.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's hilarious. Well, listen, you're going to enjoy this one, Philip, because it's. I think it's probably the best thing that Con and I ever did, and Victoria's on it as well. It's just brings shivers to my spine. It really does whenever I see it and hear it. You're going to enjoy this, Phil.
When the day is long and the night is yours alone, all alone. And when you think you've had too much of this life, hold on. Don't let yourself go. Don't you go. 'Cause everybody cries. Don't you cry. And everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Yeah, so wrong. Now it's time to sing along. When your days idle on, hold on, and you feel like letting go, hold on. And if you think you've had too much of this life, just hold on. Hold on. 'Cause everybody hurts. Take comfort in your friends.
everybody hurts. Don't throw your hand. Oh, no. Don't throw your hand. If you feel like you're alone, well, no, you're not alone. If you're on your own in this life, when the days and nights are long, and if you think you've had too much of this life, just hold on. Hold on. 'Cause everybody hurts. And everybody cries. Everybody hurts. Sometimes everybody hurts. Sometimes, and everybody cries. Sometimes, and everybody hurts. Sometimes, and everybody cries. Everybody hurts.
Wasn't that astonishing? Let me see the applause. Even Philip's applauding your dad. Does that keep his memory alive, Philip?
It's bringing back memories, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you know, I think he enjoyed singing that the most. Certainly on stage. He got so shaky emotional when he was doing it. I often wonder, was he putting it on or? Yeah.
I'd enjoyed having an opportunity to emote, and it was mostly on stage because, as you know, he kept his most of his thoughts to himself, and even at home, very stoic.
Stoic. Oh, that's a good word. That's a good word for this time of the day, isn't it? Stoic.
No fat on the meat, as people in the comedy community would say. There was never any fat on the meat.
Yeah, I think I was lucky. I had a terrific relationship with him, and when we'd go on shows and that, and we'd go and have a bite to eat or whatever. The amazing thing, we were never stuck for anything to say. And I don't know what we talked about. I couldn't tell you what we talked. I found a lovely video, actually, of the two of us. I just turned the camera on when we were in this dreadful dressing room, as we were always in dreadful dressing rooms, and you are as well. I know you've got a thing about dressing rooms, haven't you? Is that website still going?
On Facebook, I did, yeah, SH1T dressing rooms. I'm no longer on Facebook so I can't administrate it. But yeah, it's up there still, I think. And it was just, I thought I'm going to have to chronicle this because it's amazing the state they leave the dressing rooms in. It's unreal.
But I've got this, and I'll play it probably the next one we do next month. I'll play it now that I've thought about it. And it's a lovely thing of the two of us just talking about dressing rooms and the absolute how venues and theaters are pretty reasonably good, but clubs definitely. We've arrived at places, and you say, "Could you show me to the dressing room places?" And they look at you as if you've got three heads. Because the normal artists now, that's what disabled toilets are for.
Yeah. But I like doing a bit of a marine challenge on myself, and no matter what the weather, I'll get changed in the car park. If it's just a toilet, because I don't want to hang around in a public toilet. I'd rather be in the car park with my nipples like bullets.
When Victoria is the same as yourself, she'll change anywhere. But 9 times out of 10, it's the disabled toilet.
Yeah. Well,
and I find it astonishing that venues, if the artist went on and wasn't properly dressed and didn't do changes and all that, then they'd be disappointed. And yet they don't give the artist any facilities whatsoever.
I did start going to my solo shows just dressed smart casual and go on in what I was wearing. And then there was one place that expressly had a notice saying you have to have a change of clothes to go on stage.
Yeah.
And so I said to the concert secretary, all I've got is a pair of pink leggings in the car, leopard skin print pink leggings.
And you did it?
Yeah. They thought I was bluffing. I said, no, well, if it says that, I'll stay true to the word, and I kept to the rules.
Good Lord, yeah.
They loved it. They had a great time.
Oh, listen, I'm Philip. I'm actually been talked into doing a tour from April. Yeah.
Who with? By yourself or?
Well, we just wait and see. It's going to be interesting. Interesting.
What sort of format will it be?
It's all secret at the moment, and it's one of those things I'm not allowed to tell anybody. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be theatre. So there should be good dressing rooms. I hope.
Is that through one of your production friends, or are you setting it up yourself?
No, it's I'm just out of the blue. This guy started a book, Victoria, and then he realized who she was and my connection, and then he said, could I have a chat with your dad, sort of thing. I've got an idea.
Splendid.
So we'll see what happens, but let's get on to the last one. And this is now you're going to be astonished at the guitar playing in this. I know you are, Philip, because I am nowhere near the acoustic guitar player that you are. Nowhere near. I always admire your acoustic guitar playing. You know that. But I really had a go, and I tried to do an Ed Sheeran, and then I thought, no, hold on a second. I can do better than that. I did Ed Sheeran plus. But it's a very interesting song. It's just, again, Linda Wood will love this because it's an old Scottish folk song. Bob Mason of Palomine asked me would I do it, so I did it, and it turned out rather good. And the photography, I love it because there are a lot of tricks in it, which people don't even know they're tricks. Enjoy this and listen to the guitar playing, Philip. Listen to the guitar playing.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Would you go, lassie, go? And we'd all go together, where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Would you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower, and yon pure crystal fountain, and around it I will place all the colors of the mountain. Would you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Would you go, lassie, go? If my true love's gone, I will surely find another, and to her I will sing things that make her know I want her. Would you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Would you go, lassie, go?
Let me see the gallery view, gallery view. Look at that. They love it. 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 Where's John? There's John Leyland. John Leyland. I know you told me you liked it. Did you like the video?
Yeah, if you remember, I gave you some feedback on that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the cityscape in the background was a good idea, and then you told me it was actually Eastbourne from your bedroom window.
Yes. I did a trick on that. I did a when I just looked out the window. I'd gone into Eastbourne town and done some backgrounds, and I thought they were pretty good, and down the seaside and all that. And I thought they were quite good. And then I just was passing by the bedroom window and it was dark. And I thought, hold on a second. So I just set the camera up and I set it there for 4 minutes and then brought it into the studio and then put it on the screen, and there it was. And then to make it more realistic, the actual iPhone I use picked up the noise of that's there that you don't notice.
Yeah.
And I just added that in, and it just looks like New York, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think I called it a cityscape.
Cityscape, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Brian May up on top of the mountain of the building. But there we go. So everybody liked it. Did you? Everybody like it? Carol, you haven't said anything today. Yeah, and Stephen, yeah, and
very good. Very good, Dick.
Very good. Oh, that's good. And Stephen liked it as well. And John Hutchinson liked it. That's good. So next month, we're going to have on the 2nd of March. That's going to be good. And what I always like to say is to thank you so much for allowing this aging Irishman in the studio this time, in the recording studio. You know this studio, Philip, don't you? You've been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Of course you have, yeah. It's a great, I love working in the studio. It's fabulous. Well, there we go. So, and tomorrow I will attempt to have the replay ready for everybody, and be prepared. Expect you to all support me from April. The dates will be released, and I think you're going to be quite shocked with what I'm going to do. It's going to be quite good.
Whereabouts are you going to be, UD?
All over. Yeah. It's
anywhere, typically city varieties.
Nationwide tour. I don't think it'll be the huge venues. It'll be the nice little ones. You know what I mean? It'll be lovely. I think it'll be lovely, with a bit of luck. So anyway, I'll see you all next month. And thank you so much, as I say, for allowing this aging Irish rock star, retired rock star, to entertain you. Thank you very, very, very much.
and we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Would you go, lassie, go?